Okay, my friends, I have a very important question for all of you people. What do you call a singing laptop? Adele. All right, now, today we are talking about the future, my friends. Okay, now, the book says there are four ways to talk about the future, to express the future. We can use will for predictions. We can use be going to for planned actions and events. We can use the present continuous for planned actions and events, and the simple present for scheduled future events. Okay, an example: will for predictions. She will dance. She will not dance. She won't dance. Question: will she dance? Yes, she will. No, she won't. Now, this is okay. She will not dance. But we typically use the contraction for will and not, which is won't. She won't dance. But this is okay, and this is okay. And in the question, we put will in the front. And there is no conjugation. It's very easy, will. We also have be going to for planned actions and events. In the affirmative, she is going to dance. Negative, she is not going to dance. Question, is she going to dance? Yes, she is. No, she's not. Now, we can use contractions here. For example, she's going to dance. She isn't going to dance. She's not going to dance. Okay, and in the question format, we put is in the front. And we need to conjugate the verb to be here. For example, I am going to dance. You are going to dance. He is going to dance. We are going to dance, etc. Okay, now we have the present continuous for planned actions and events. Now, an important thing about using the present continuous for planned actions and events is that you need a time expression. For example, if you say, she is dancing, the person will understand, ella está danzando. They will understand at this moment. You need to add a time expression here. She is dancing tomorrow. She is dancing next week. She is dancing on Friday. She is dancing next year, etc. Okay, and we can also use the simple present for scheduled future actions. For example, he plans to travel. He doesn't plan to travel. Does he plan to travel? Okay. Now, my advice, my friends, my recommendations here as a English teacher. We typically use will or be going to for the future. This is what we typically use. Now, English books say there is a difference between will and be going to, but it's not really true. In my opinion, in general, there is no difference between will and be going to. Will and be going to are the same thing. I will eat, I am going to eat is il vou comer. I will dance, I am going to dance is il vou dançar. There is no real difference. Will is the easiest to use because there is no conjugation. I will dance, you will dance, he will dance, we will dance, they will dance. There is no third person singular. No, it's very easy. Now, in conversation and writing, use will until you are comfortable using be going to in other formats. Use will if you are reading a lot, if you are speaking a lot, if you are listening to a lot of English. Use be going to. That's fine. But if you are not extremely comfortable with expressing yourself in the future in these formats, use will. It's easy to understand and there's no conjugation, but it's important to understand all the formats. It's important to understand them, but to use them, I recommend you use just will initially. Okay, now some important words. We have unknown. Unknown is the things that you don't know. The things that you don't know are unknown. Okay, unusual. This is usual. Look at her. She's watering a plant. Watering a computer, that's unusual. Usual is normal. Unusual is not normal. We have motion sickness. Motion sickness is when your environment, is when the place that you are in is moving a lot. There's a lot of movement, and some people get sick because of this. This can happen in a roller coaster. This can happen in a boat, in a ship. This can even happen in a car. Nauseous. Nauseous is when our stomach feels bad. Is when a combination of our head and our stomach feels bad. Many people vomit when they feel nauseous. Okay, dizzy. Dizzy is when it's kind of similar to motion sickness, but this is when you have difficulty with direction in your head. You feel very dizzy. In Portuguese, I believe it's tontora, I think in Portuguese. Dizzy. All right, now we have far, farther and further, and farthest. Now, far means a long distance, means longe. Farther or further is the comparative adjective. For example, Venceslau is farther than Piquerubi. Venceslau is mais longe daqui than Piquerubi. And then we have farthest. Farthest is the superlative. For example, the Pluto is the farthest planet from Earth. Pluto is the planeta mais longe to Earth. Farther, further, and farthest. Some people say farther. Sometimes we say farther. Sometimes we say further. Farther or further. They're the same thing. Okay. Now, since sometimes means because. Since sometimes means desde. Here we have an example when since means because. Since the universe is so big, some people believe aliens exist. And this example, since, is because. Since the universe is so big, because the universe is so big. Okay, now, throughout. Throughout in Portuguese is ao longo. Throughout history, people have reported seeing strange objects in the sky. Throughout. Throughout is this in Portuguese. Okay, that's it, my friends. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bye-bye. I hope you liked my joke.